There you go. And it sounds like I should obviously record going over it because we are now 25 minutes into class and we used up 5 of them on the announcements, but that's 20 minutes to do 4 questions, 5 questions. I'm a little bit worried. So, of course, I would simplify there first. 32 divided by 4 is 8. That a to the negative 8 is going to go up there to get a to the 10th. And those are going to cancel. And those are going to cancel, leaving you with what? Negative 2 if you just cancel, which means you got to move it down here. Times negative 8a. Now that negative 2 is going to go down to the bottom. A squared negative 3b cubed, which is going to give you negative 64 a to the 10th b cubed over negative 3 a squared b squared, which is going to give you 64 a to the 8th b over not negative 3, just 3. Yeah? Yeah. B has a couple of weird things going on. You could move all of that right now, but would you move the 10? No, why not? 10's not in the bracket, so it's not part of the negative 3. But if you move all that, it's going to get kind of weird. So I would recommend in this case not moving yet. I would take care of these outer exponents first, even though they're negative. Once again, I remind you, if you know all the laws you're dealing with, it's better because then you can approach each question appropriately. So I would go here with 10, p to the negative 9, q to the negative 6, and r, of course, disappears because r to the 0 is 1, over 8 to the negative 2, p to the positive 6, q to the negative 10, and r to the negative 6. And then I would move everything that needs moving. That needs moving because it's got a negative. So I would have 10, 8 squared up there. Negative 9 would move to the bottom. So I would have P6 down there and P9 down there. This negative 10 would move to the top. This negative 6 would move to the bottom. And this negative 6 would move to the top. And then I would do my simplifying. 8 squared is 64. 10 times 64 is 640. Q, 6 of them are gone. Q to the 4th, R to the 6th, over P to the 15th. Yeah? This one, I would deal with my outside exponents first again, which would get me negative 2 to the negative 2, x to the negative 10, y to the negative 6, and z to the negative 16. And that would multiply by negative 2 cubed, x to the 6th, y to the negative 24th, and z to the 36th. Then I would just add them up. Negative 2 and negative 2, same base. 3 plus negative 2 is 1, so it's negative 2. Negative 10 plus 6 is x to the negative 4. Negative 6 plus negative 24 is y to the negative 30. And negative 16 plus 36 is z to the 20th. And of course, you see only 2 negatives there. So it is negative 2z to the 20th over x to the 4th, y to the 30th. And I know it got crowded there. I just wanted to keep it all on the screen for you at the same time. And then there is D. Where must you go first in D because of bed mass? It's never brackets because those brackets contain no math. Exponents, okay. Which exponent? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 exponents there. Which ones should we deal with? The ones on the outside of the brackets. Does that 3 ever touch that? No. So we've got 5a cubed b squared times negative 2 to the negative 3, a to the 6th, b to the negative 3, divided by, might as well do that while I'm at it, negative 5 to the negative 2, a to the negative 16, and b to the 18th. Now you have choices. You can combine or you can move up and down. Who decides that? You decide that, right? So I would move this to here, negative 2 cubed. 3 and 6. What am I going to get there? 9. 2 and negative 3. What am I going to get there? Negative 1. So my b is going to move down there. Divided by, where's that moving? To the bottom, negative 5 squared. A to the 16th is moving to the bottom, and b to the 18th is staying up top, yes? Divided by a fraction. What do you do with that fraction? Nope. Well, no. You reciprocate, yes? So I'm going to have 5a to the 9th over negative 8b times 25 a to the 16th over b to the 18th. And now you just figure it out. That's 125 a to the 25th over negative 8 b to the 19th. And lastly, now, what do I do first here? Brackets, because there's math inside them, right? And what are we going to do with those? We're going to simplify first, because we always simplify first in math class. 3 root 2 doesn't get any simpler. Does that get simpler? To what? 25 and 2, so that's minus 5 root 2. Does that get simpler? To what? 16 and 2, so the 4 comes out, so it's plus 12 root 2. Now, what do you see? Root 2, root 2, root 2. What do you get to do? Add and subtract, just like normal. 3 minus 5 plus 12 is 10 root 2. And now we multiply. How do we multiply? Right. 2 times 10 root 11 times 2. 20 root 22. And 22 gets no simpler because you can see right there it's 11 and 2. There's no pairs. Yeah. I left you with 1 page of work. I believe it was page 56, if I am not mistaken. We will go over this right now. Then you will have the abilities. You will practice 57. And then you will see right here, what does that say? So, for page 58, can you ask me for help? No, because when should you have asked me for help? Before you do this page. Because we're about to do the key to the first page, then I'm going to get you to do a whole second page of practice before I mark you on it. Yeah? Does 58 not say assignment for you people? Okay, just check it. So back to here very quickly. This should not take long. One side of your rectangle should have 4 bars. Can it be down or across? Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. The other side should have 3 bars and 2 little filled in ones. Then we just, that bar stretches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What wins, negative or positive? Negative. So it's that long, but it only stretches that wide. And it's filled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course the answer is 12x squared minus 8x. Once. I'm going to make you do that 5 times this year. Okay? Make you. If you like it, do it every time. I do not care. X minus 1. X minus 1. Oops, I'm going to do the 5 up top because I don't have a lot of room going downwards. X minus 1. And then we fill it in. It's x long, x wide makes, not negative, you idiot, x squared. Negative beats positive, so I'm down that far, but I'm over that far. Color it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down that far, out that far, and negative wins. 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not shaded in because negative times a negative is positive. X squared minus 6x plus 5. Yeah? Yeah. This answer, 4x squared minus 16. If you need to ask why I got that or how I got that, ask. I'm just writing the answers because I trust all of you. We're flipping back to your notes and we're watching and filled it out with the work properly. Anybody need to ask about that one? Yes. Same way we do all of these. If I pretend that that is not there, what do you need to do with the 2x? Starts with a D, ends with an E. Divide. Where do you see division in that question? Distribute. 2x times 2x is what? 4x squared. 2x times 4 is what? Plus 8x, yes? Has that 2 been distributed to everybody? So we're done with him now. He's taken care of. Now I got to deal with this guy. What's negative 4 distributed in? What does negative 4 do when it hits positive 2x? Negative 8x. I line them up when they're like terms. And what is negative 4 times positive 4? Negative 16. What is 8 minus 8? Nothing. And what is left? 4x squared minus 16. Yeah? Now, I am betting that if I ask, at least 10 people in the room are going to tell me this answer is x squared plus 4. At least 10 of you, aren't you? Now, I'm not going to make you put your hand up if you're one of those people. But of course, you're about to have a test on exponents, so you better pay real close attention to what I'm about to say if you wrote x squared plus 4 there. Okay, if you're one of those people, pay attention. What is a base in math? How do you tell me where in a question the base lives? Ezra. Directly beside the exponent. Agreed? Okay. Do brackets affect things we write in math class? Yes. What do brackets do? Why do we use brackets? Yeah? To separate and group things together, yes? Okay. What then is the base in this question? x plus 2 because it's in a bracket, yes? What does that exponent mean you are going to do to the base? So if I gave you 3 squared, what does that exponent do to the base? Multiplies it by itself, so that is 3 times 3, correct? So if there's a little 2 there, you need 2 bases, don't you? Well, there's a little 2 there, so how many bases do I need? 2. What's the base? So I have x plus 2, and I must write it again. And then I must distribute. I start with the x. What is x times x? X squared. What is x times 2? Plus 2x. Am I done with this x? So I get rid of it. He is of no use to me anymore. So now I'm going to do the 2. What is 2 times x? 2x. I've started a new term, so I'm going to start a new line. And I'm going to keep the x's together. And what is 2 times 2? 4. What is 2x plus 2x? X squared plus 4x plus 4. Yeah? Because you all know what that exponent means. I know that the 10, at least of you, that told me it was x squared plus 4, were thinking, exponent outside brackets distributes in. I know that's what you're doing. That's okay. But that is exactly why I've told you countless times, do not memorize steps. Because if you stop listening when I show you how to do something, then as soon as we change up the way it looks, you're going to be in trouble. All right? I know that previous to grade 10, the only thing anybody ever cared about was how math worked. Well, that is pointless. If you do not know why it works, or why you are doing what you are doing, you will never actually understand it. Clear? Yeah, right. What's this one? That is, of course, x squared minus x, plus x minus 6. Everyone is good? That is, of course, x squared plus 2x minus 63. That is, of course, x squared plus 13x plus 36. And that is x squared minus 6x plus 8. Now, listen to me carefully. Some of you already see what I'm about to say. Some of you don't. Everybody, even if you screwed this up, after seeing it twice right here, plus all your notes, plus drawing it out, everybody should now be pretty good at this situation, right? Because all we're doing is multiplying. Tiny little numbers, yes? Everybody, even if they don't have 10 out of 10, 8 out of 8 on this page, they should be pretty good right now, yes? All right, I am now going to give you a mathematical gift. 2 mathematical gifts. One is actual math. The second is a good math joke. Which do you want first? The math joke. Why should criminals never have graph paper? Because then the police would know that they're plotting something. Nothing? I know it is, but nobody's laughing, Javon. Oh well. I thought it was funny. Maybe people just didn't get it. Don't worry, we have a whole unit on graphing coming up. I got a whole bunch of them. All right. Here is your math gift. Do you see? Oh, wait. First, what number should be right there that we don't write? 1. All right. Now, do you see a relationship between positive 3 and negative 2 and 1? What is it? Pardon? They're both numbers, did you say? Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Yeah, they are constants. Agreed. What else?
Like it looks like 3 minus 2.
3 minus 2 makes 1. Well, let's check and see if that happens. 2, 2, 4. Is there a relationship there? Positive 9, negative 7, 2. Is there a relationship there? Positive 9, positive 4, 13. Is there a relationship there? Negative 2, negative 4. Is there a relationship there? All right. So, if I were to give you this, x plus a times x plus b, what do you automatically know the first two parts of the answer are going to be? X squared plus a plus b with an x, right? Well, because look what just happened. Page 9, 4, 13. 3 minus 2, 1. 2 plus 2, 4. Because when we do the work, we have to add up those middle terms, don't we? Okay, so let me write it all the way out for you, and then you will see. What is x times x? X squared. What is x times negative 2? Negative 2x. What is 3 times x? Positive 3x. And what is 3 times negative 2? Negative 6. What is negative 2 plus 3? 1x, right? Okay, so 3 minus 2 gave me 1. 9 plus 4 gave me 13, if I actually show all the work. Everybody cool? Okay, now, being the smart young people that you are, is there a relationship between 3, negative 2, and negative 6? He waited patiently. 3 times 2 is 6. Is there a relationship between 9, negative 7, and negative 63? What is it? They multiply together. So now you automatically know what the last term here is, right? What is it? A times b. Any x? No, because there's no x out here. Everybody see this? This is a wonderful little gift for you, but please remember, it only works when there's a 1 there. That's the only time you can do this shortcut. Everybody cool? Now I've given you another page of this on the next page. Can you apply that shortcut if you want? Sure. Can you apply it all the time? No. It is 10:17. You have, I would say you should be able to get this page done. You're going to have trouble with E and F, but you shouldn't. I think you should be able to have that done by 10:35, and then we can go over it. That's 18 minutes to do 6 questions. Go. Nino. Sure. First time this week, first day. Please notice this is the third time I'm asking you to draw one of these and forcing you to. I'm only going to make you do it twice more. Unless you like drawing them, and then you can do it every time you want. Of course, if you know what's going on, E and F are no different than A, B, C, and D. So this first one is, of course, 8x squared minus 6x cubed. If you write it that way, that's fine. Let me warn you, though, remembering the thing I spent 1 second on Friday, we like to put the biggest exponent first, yeah? So really, you could write this as negative 6x cubed plus 8x squared, and we don't like having a negative number at the front. So in a little bit, after we get further into this unit, you're going to recognize that the best possible answer for this is negative 6x cubed minus 8x squared. And I'll teach you that later on. But right now, if you got that, you are doing this perfectly. Okay? Okay. This one is 8x squared plus 10x. Now I'm done with the x. Now I move to this one. Minus 12x minus 15. Now some of you don't like what I do here. Some of you like to write it all in a line like you were taught in the 9th grade. Do I care? No. Do what works for you. But when we get down to E and F, you're going to find this is very helpful. 8x squared minus 2x minus 15. This one, oh, can I do the trick here? Yeah, because it starts with a 1, right? So that's going to be x squared. Negative 2 plus 2 is going to be 0. And 2y times 2y is negative 4y squared, because y times y is y squared. Is this x squared minus 16? No, because it's x minus 4 times x minus 4. Can we do the trick? So it is x squared, what's negative 4 minus 4? No. No, negative 4 minus 4 first. No, I just said no to that. Negative 8x, and now what is negative 4 times negative 4? Positive 16, and that one's done. Now, we get to this, and this one causes people problems. I don't know why, because it's the exact same thing like all math. First thing I deal with is the 2, because it's the first thing I see. What is 2 times y squared? 2y squared minus 2 times 4y. 8y. 2 times 1. 2. Now I'm finished with the 2, but now I got to deal with a negative y. What is negative y times y squared? Negative y cubed. Do I have any other y cubes? No, so I'm going to put it over here because it's by itself. What's negative y times negative 4y? Positive 4y squared. And then look, it keeps them nicely lined up. What is negative y times 1? Minus y. And then I'm done with that. I'm done all my multiplying, so now I just tidy it up. Negative y cubed, 2 plus 4, 6y squared, negative 8 minus 1. I'm just hoping that my grade 10s can add and subtract. Negative 9y plus 2 plus 0, 2. I have to cross my fingers there because I've had many, many students tell me 2 plus 0 is 0. You laugh, Keegan. I do not. I cry and die a little bit inside every time one of you tells me something like that. What does that little 3 do to a base? How many bases do I need to do this question? 3. So I need x minus 3, x minus 3, and x minus 3, don't I? So I got to do this first, don't I? Can I do the shortcut there? Sure I can. What do I get? X squared negative 3 plus negative 3. No. Negative 3, and then negative 3 more. Negative 6, x. Negative 3 times negative 3. Positive 9. And then all of that multiplies by x minus 3. Isn't this the exact same as this? Of course it is. I start with the x. What's x times x squared? X cubed. What's x times negative 6x? Negative 6x squared. What's x times 9? Plus 9x. I'm done with the x. Now I got to deal with a negative 3. What's negative 3 times x squared? Negative 3x squared. I already have some x squared, so I'm going to keep them together. What is negative 3 times negative 6x? Positive 18x. I already have some x's, so I'm going to keep them together. What's negative 3 times 9? Negative 27. No other constant, so he's by himself. And then I just simplify. X cubed minus 9x squared plus 27x minus 27. And I'm done. Now, if you were taught to do this and keep it all in a straight line, like many math teachers teach you, then this line, this part right here, would look like this. X squared minus 6x plus 9x minus 3x squared plus 18x minus 27. Which is fine, but I personally find this to be busy. I find that my students often get lost in the shuffle when I write out, when the lines are this long. Everybody follow me? But when you do this, it keeps them all nicely together. Do I care what you do? Good. 3 people got that joke. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be appearing here till the end of June. Tip your waitress. All right. Page 58 is your homework. If you were a betting person, when would you think this was due? Why Wednesday, Carlo? Because what's most likely happening tomorrow? If you were a betting person. Is it guaranteed the test is tomorrow? It's up to you. Everybody good? All right.